Toronto houses have been unaffordable for years. It seemed like they were out of reach for many. Prices have dropped from the peak of spring 2022, and now the question is, can you get a house in the city for under $1 million? I will show you 5 houses that actually sold in February 2026 for under $1 million, and all are freeholds, which means no condo fees. If you're contemplating buying a home, take a look at these houses to see how you can skip the condo and buy a ground level freehold home in the 416. If we haven't met, I'm Nawar Naji, and I've been helping clients buy and sell in Toronto since 2015. When the time is right for you, click on the link below to book a call with me. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here are 5 properties. These are you got 2 on the west side, west of Yonge, and then 3 east of Yonge. And keep in mind, all of these sold for under $1 million, and they're move-in ready. They might need some paint or touch up, but you can move in right after closing. So we'll start on the west side of the city here, and click on this one here. So this is in the Junction area, and as you can see, it was listed for $998. And it sold for $985. So $13,000 below ask. Is sold in 10 days. And this semi-detached is a 2-story. And as you can see here, it's got 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms, and it's a 20 frontage, which is pretty good for a semi, and 78 feet deep. Now, the other thing too, it's got a detached car garage, and the total parking are 2 spots. So again, that's very convenient. You're getting a house, no maintenance fees in the city for under $1 million with 2-car parking. Basement is finished, and for the heating and AC, it's forced air, gas, and central air conditioning for the AC. So again, it's it's good to go for somebody to buy and move in. So we'll quickly scroll through, and again, this is in the Junction area. Some photos are from probably last year because I see a lot of greener. Staged for selling purposes. It's got the parquet floors. Looks pretty spacious here. Nice and bright. Yeah, these are older, original floors, I should say. Kitchen looks good. Actually, here we go. See the kitchen stainless steel appliances. It was updated a while back, but it's good to go. Nice kitchen there. Functional. Couple of bedrooms. You got 3 bedrooms upstairs. And that looks like, oh, that's still a bedroom. Now we get into the basement. So ceiling height looks okay. My guess would probably be in that 6'5", 6'8" ceiling height. And there's another bedroom downstairs. So again, it's finished. There's a renovated washroom downstairs. So that's really nice. Just a walk-in shower. And there's the backyard with the garage, access to the garage. So 1 car could be parked inside, and then I assume there's a driveway at the back, a laneway that you can park your second car to. So this is decent house, and again, for under $1 million that someone can move into, and requires little to not much of work or updating. The next house I want to show you here, this is in Dover Court, Wallace Emerson. So this one was listed for $899. Is sold over asking for $995, $500. Sold in 8 days. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms. This one has no parking, so you'd have to do street parking. However, it does have forced air gas for the heating and central AC. We'll take a look at the inside. You can see some earlier photos from the spring compared to the winter with lots of snow we've had this year in Toronto. This is staged for selling, virtually staged there. Yeah, you can see there's the photos do say virtually staged. Might want to paint the walls yellow. It's yeah, a very specific taste, but that is not a major type of work that could be done to the house. Yeah, painting, I'd say, is a good idea for this specific property, unless you do like the blues and the yellows. Bit of an older washroom, but again, it's functional. The old tile styles. So this one's got a kitchen upstairs, and you see the backyard there with some photos of the spring as well as the winter. So again, this house, 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms, forced air, central AC, and it's sold for under $1 million, just $995. Then if we move to the east end, so we'll start here in Leslieville, 39 Hills. So this one was listed for just under 800. So 799, 900. Sold for 858, 7% over asking in 9 days. And this one is again 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms, and no parking. It does have a mutual drive that's shared with the neighbors, but that is not dedicated to the house itself. And with respect to the AC and furnace, you got a forced gas air and no central air conditioning. So that's something could be added because in this house all the ducts have been run. They're established for the furnace, and all someone needs to do is add an AC unit if they wish, or I assume it has wall units and AC wall unit upstairs and on the main floor. But that is an option for the next homeowner to complete. So here, let's take a look at the photos. You got some new floors there. This photo could be deceptive because this feels like narrow. I'd have to take a look at the floor plans just to see how the dining room is, but you can see it's pretty tight. There's an old sealed fireplace, takes up a little bit of room, and a small table, round table with a few chairs for the dining area. Yeah, in this angle, it looks better compared to the first one. When you have that long shot, it gives you the bit of a bowling alley perspective. And this is where it's good to go see the houses in person because photos sometimes do not tell the full story. Kitchen looks new, renovated. It's in good shape. Stainless steel appliances. Yeah, so this shows opportunities for home buyers to get into the city for under $1 million, not pay condo fees, and own a piece of land in the 416, which, as we all know, is limited. There is no more land to build on in this city. This is a 3rd bedroom. Looks pretty tight here. If you look at that bed, the wall, and then the closet on the right side. But this is a good home for first-time buyers who want to get into the city and then start a family. Have 1 bedroom for the baby. The 3rd bedroom could be an office, or an office could be put downstairs in the basement. It gives you lots of options to work with. This basement is, I would call that partially finished, not necessarily fully finished, but it's could definitely be finished to whatever design the new home buyer wants to complete it to. So this house again sold for $858. A few things to do there. If someone wants to finish the basement, make it more livable, usable, functional down the line. But again, you can get it. This is under 900 in Leslieville. 3 bedrooms, 2 washrooms. The other 2 properties, again on the east side. This is Greenwood, Coxwell area, Craven Road. So this was listed at 920, sold for 907 in 1 day. Sold right away. Again, 3 bedrooms and 2 washrooms. There is no parking, so street parking in this area, it's pretty typical to get a street permit. And with respect to the heating, it's got forced air and central air conditioning. So if we take a look at the photos of this specific property, this is an old fireplace. That was the mudroom at the entrance. This is as you get into the living room here. I assume whoever's I don't know if they're gonna keep the fireplace, but that's something possibly to be taken out to create a little bit more room on that side of the wall. This is, old cabinetry. This could be refaced, just replace the cabinet doors. I mean, everything else is there, but yeah, just change the doors, and you'll be surprised how much of an impact that would make into the kitchen with some new modern handles. That'd be, yeah, see, they have some nice light fixture. They have the old white appliances, which has come back in style nowadays. What goes around does come around. Functional washroom. There's a baby room there. That bedroom did look a little bit narrow here, if you can see this. So a bedroom like this, a third bedroom, could be turned into an office, probably is the most functional, as opposed to, putting a queen size bed, which would take up the whole width of the bedroom. Some artistic shots, and there's the backyard covered in snow. And there's this jacuzzi too. There's some photos of the backyard in the spring and summer months. So this house sold for 907, again detached, no maintenance fees. It's 16.5 frontage, which is decent for what is this, a semi-detached house. So, and 70 feet deep. Actually, this one, sorry, is an attached townhome. So you have neighbors. Let me just go back for a second. I thought it's an end unit. So this was only, yeah, you can see there, it's an end unit. You do have a gap here. So although it is a townhome, but you can consider it as a semi because you only have a neighbor on one side, not both sides. And the last house I want to show you is this one. So again, this is 192 Coxwell. It's sold for, also was listed 929, sold for 907,500. It was 15 days on the market. 3+1, so you have 3 bedrooms upstairs, 1 in the basement. It's got 2 washrooms, and again, no parking. This is on Coxwell itself. With respect to the heat and AC, you got forced gas heating with central air conditioning and a street parking permit. The width is 15.5. It gets a little bit narrow there with 83 deep is the lot. So if we take a look at this house here, you can see there's some older photos from the spring, open concept, renovated, staged for selling. Yeah, it's nicely presented. Kitchen is renovated and modern with stainless steel appliances. Cabinets look newer, I should say, not necessarily very new, but it was done probably recently. There's upstairs. You can see the stair railings have been updated. You got pot lights. So they've done some work to this house probably in the last couple of years. Bedroom, double closet. Yeah, see pot lights in all the bedrooms. This one they staged, it looks pretty decent, but they staged it as an office, so could be on the smaller end, but that's usually a good usage of the third bedroom if you don't have 2 kids. And the full washer, older style. So this one they didn't renovate. Looks like they've done work in other parts of the house, but not the washroom. And then downstairs, the good old 12 by 12 tiles, but they did put some pot lights. So again, this could be used as a play area or could be entertainment area, but yeah, it could be definitely a multifunctional space for the homeowners. There are 3 groups who I believe should take advantage of this market. Take a look at this video to see if you are one of these groups. If there is a specific type of houses or neighborhoods you want to see more details, drop a comment below to let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.